All of these people in my life acting berserk. I'm feeling all pissed off and hurt. I need to know if I am the jerk. Oh, am I the jerk? Oh.
Okay, this guy wants to know, is he the jerk for leaving his pregnant wife at home to go on a St. Paddy's Day pub crawl? The email says, my mother-in-law lit into me because I went to O'Shea's on Saturday, leaving my 8-month pregnant wife at home alone. Now, my wife said it was, or my mother-in-law said it was irresponsible to leave a woman that pregnant home alone. She said I had better learn to start acting like a father before my baby gets here. But my wife was totally fine with it. She's very large, can barely move, and gets hot really easily. She also can't drink, and she doesn't fit well into tight spaces. My wife just wanted the quiet time, home alone. Her mom often likes to keep score in our relationship, so I'm not surprised at how upset she got when she came to our place on Sunday to realize that I, too, was not at home, just waiting on our bundle of joy. Am I really the jerk?
Look, man, if you and your wife have a understanding and you guys get your situation, that's all that matters. What other people think, they're not going to get y'all. If you guys are cool, that's all that really matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, I maybe I'm very biased on this, but look, your wife is like, no, I'm good. I just want to kind of chill here and do this. I would be miserable there. I can't move around. It's going to be hot. It's tight spaces. I can't drink anyway. Go have a good time. And the mother-in-law is injecting herself and saying, oh, my gosh, you're not ready to be a father, and you've got 1 month to get ready for this baby.
Everyone's different. Imagine if you're the wife that really does want just an afternoon by yourself, which, you know what?
Right.
People just sometimes want to be alone to chill out and cool down and get their, mentality and their brain kind of in a peaceful state. If you and your partner has a understanding, that's really all that matters.
He had said in the email too that the mother-in-law walked in. He was laying on the couch. He was laid out. He went for it on St. Paddy's Day, and she's like, "What's wrong with you? Are you sick?" He's like, "No," and then that's how the story comes out. And so she sees him laying around, hungover, and she just can't believe it. She goes off.
I'm not saying it's his best week ever, but if you and your wife have an understanding, you're fine.
Yeah, to me, look, maybe the mother-in-law is thinking, well, she may just say that. She doesn't really mean that. And even if she says, go on ahead and go, what are you wanting to do? That you would leave your pregnant wife behind to go hang out with your guy friends to get drunk when you're supposed to be a father?
Again, if you guys got it like that, you got it like that. Now, if the wife is really legit going, babe, I would like you to not go out. I am pregnant. I've got the cramps.
Yeah.
Please rub me. You got to stay. You have to stay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that.
Now, this is an interesting thought that Tom says in the chat here. He said, I think maybe the wife wasn't cool with it, made a comment to her mom. Her mom comes over, sees the husband hung over on the couch, and then lays into him, kind of being the person who is saying what the wife wanted to say but didn't.
Tom has no evidence of that. No proof.
It's a lot of conjecture.
That's a lot of Virginia right there. You are doing Virginia thinking. You have no idea.
You're adding a lot of details here.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I asked the question, is this husband the jerk for leaving his very pregnant wife home while he goes to the 500 block of Clematis Street for the block party? By the way, I saw some video and it was rowdy. There were two guys brawling on the ground, which, might happen outside of an Irish bar on St. Paddy's Day.
Yes.
62% of the people say no, not the jerk.
Yeah.
Mother-in-law loses this one.
I would agree with the majority.
There you go. There is your vindication. All right, another email here wants to know, am I the jerk for kicking out my daughter and boyfriend? It says, my daughter and her boyfriend have been living here rent-free for the past year. The agreed amount for them to pay to live on my property has been $375 a month, and I haven't received a single dime. They have a baby, and I've been paying for their garbage, their power, her car insurance, her cell phone bill, and everything else they might need in between their monthly DSHS check. Whenever I go to Costco, I always get them diapers or wipes or snacks for the baby. Neither one of them have a job in the last year, and I want to claim the baby on my taxes and give them part of the money for doing that. She hasn't talked to me now for 2 days and will not even look at me since I told her she cannot claim the baby. But I can, and I give them a large chunk out of the tax return. Am I a jerk for doing this? Is it time that I need to kick them out and make them be adults on their own? Mind you, they're 23 and 24 years old.
You're adults.
Yeah, I get why you're upset with the gravy train, and you thought, okay, you're going to give me this one little favor, this one little kickback, and now you're going to fight me on this one little tax break that I'm going to try to take after I'm the one flipping the bill. Yeah, I get why you might want to say the gravy train has come to the end of the road, and you guys have got to do your own thing. I think it would probably be good. Now, I wouldn't kick them with a baby right out onto the street, but I think it's time to set up a timetable, and I think it's also time for them to start gradually paying for some things and going out to find a job to make it happen. Look, you can do side hustles and all kinds of stuff. To say, I can't find a job. You can anymore now. You can make money doing something.
Oh, yeah. I could go out. I could make at least $50 today tap dancing.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
I like to see that. I like to see you do that, actually.
I'm not sure. You're right, my hip. Dang it.
Your hip standing there.
But you know what?
You don't
can
tap
argue
dance?
that my bad tap dancing could get me more money and sympathy.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. If you weren't so banged up, man, I'd like to see you try.
I just need tap shoes.
And a hip. And time. Yeah, Richie said, yeah, I agree. There are jobs or at least ways to make a little bit of income all over the place, just doing stuff. I mean, you could go online and just Google and look for different ways to make a little bit of money, and then just start hustling and doing a few of those suggestions. And you don't have to pay everything right here and there, but at least you could give your mom something.
Man, hashtag be cool with everybody is we're all trying to make this whole village work together. Mm-hmm. I'm trying, you're trying, we're all doing it together.
Yeah.
And when someone's not trying, that's when resentment sets in.
Yeah. And Stephanie said, look, she's not going to kick him out on the street, but she must stop paying for all the extra stuff. And
yes.
I think that's a great way to start. You say, all right, step one is all the frills that are not necessities in life are cut off immediately. Now, Angie thought the tax thing is weird, and it is an odd flex that is the hill she's going to die on. I think that's her final straw where she just said, all right, enough is enough. Yeah, I think I might pull back on the tax thing and just say, you know what, you shed light to this subject. And I realize you guys need to get up, get jobs, start paying for your own stuff, and here's how we're going to do it. I'll give you maybe a year where you get everything, but right away, no frills are paid for. And don't make the place so inviting. It should be a place that they want to get out of and are like, okay, now I have motivation to get out of here because I'm miserable.
This is how we do. It's the KVJ Show.